Hello and welcome. This is Darius Barazandeh, host of the U.S. Revolution. And if you're about to watch this amazing session that we did, then you're part of a group of humans on this planet who are ascending and moving into a higher frequency. You're not here by accident, and I'd like to offer you a special gift that will help you to adjust to some of these frequencies, plug in even deeper, and it's an energy activation MP3 that will double the power of your energy field in less than 57 seconds. It's absolutely free, and it's the first link in the description down below, but it's also going to let you get to hear calls like this one live and get daily help from healers, teachers, and masters all over the world. It's absolutely free, and it's part of what we're doing every day at U-Auth Revolution. So if you feel called in your heart, you can click the link down below, and the special session that you wanted to watch and experience will start right now.
Rikka Zimmerman is a global leader in consciousness. She's the creator of Adventures in Oneness, she's an acclaimed international speaker, and her light shines ever brightly as an invitation and inspiration to each of us to be the amazing gift that we are on this planet to embrace and discover the greatest, most magnificent expression of ourselves. During the last several years, Rikka has traveled all over the world, worked with thousands of people, and she's empowered people to know who they are and who they've always been, and be the huge catalyst for their transformation. Now, Rikka is going to be talking to us about Adventures in Oneness, and she has many different things to offer you, but one of the things that I think she's most incredible about is really releasing people from the things that hold them back and opening up to the 21 secrets of the universe and the tools to help people get everything out of life that they totally desire. She hosts a weekly radio show on the World Puja Network with nearly 1 million, listeners in over 139 countries. She facilitates classes all over the world. She's a renowned singer and songwriter, and she wanted everyone to know this. Her latest hit song is entitled Billion Butterflies. I love it, and I want to let you know she is very excited about sharing something huge. So let's get ready. Let's send her just a huge amount of love and appreciation on the count of 3. 1, 2, and 3. And Rikka, welcome to the U-Auth Revolution, Ascension 2012.
Hello, 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 and hello to everybody. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for taking this time out of your life to begin choosing what would actually be your life that is beyond belief. Just imagine, what if your life could be even more phenomenal than anything you can even imagine in this moment? What would it be like if you allowed yourself to move into that life, into that being that is you? And today feels like an exceptionally powerful day. The universe has been talking with me all morning vibrationally and giving me all kinds of awareness and vibration and tools to gift all of you, to clear away any of that old stuck information and release you into being who you truly came here to be, that infinite being, that ascended light that you are, that energy that when you be it, you can have anything and create anything. So what if this was the day? What if this was the moment? What if this was the call for you to allow you to be that big, that great, that phenomenal, and have a life that is beyond the belief systems of this reality, into the ascended being that each of you truly are? I am so excited to be here.
Wow. Rikka, I just want to jump in here because there's something, different about you, your voice and your energy, and it's sort of like I feel a huge expansion, and I'm feeling it for everybody here on this call because what we're feeling, what's going on with Rikka, is happening to all of us. We're so connected. What, first of all, I got to ask, what is it that's going on? And you have something that's incredible, this Adventures in Oneness, and I've got to maybe ask the big question is, what is the Adventure in Oneness?
The Adventure in Oneness is each of you embodying and going on the adventure of experiencing just how magical and just how miraculous you are when you allow yourself to be you. Not the pretended you, not the you that you think you are, but beyond that, the you that knows who you are, the you that is all of the energy of the entirety of this universe, that bigger you. So I am so honored and blessed and so thrilled that you are here at this important time in consciousness. You know, we're coming up on 2012, moving into 2013, and really, what if this was your moment to drop all of that past information and just launch into you, just catapult into the infinite being that you are, and really allow yourself to be and have who you truly are, this beautiful, magical, amazing being.
Wow. I mean, one of the questions that comes up, I mean, we have so many people writing in, and they're asking me, one person says, you know, when is my life going to get better, Marion? You know, Kay, how can I finally, you know, get rid of the fears? You know, she talks about being molested at knife point at age 20. How can I get rid of the fears? I'm now 50. You know, Gabriel, how can I get rid of the muck that I'm dealing with? Kay, I've been on this journey of 30 years, but I'm still struggling to keep my vibration up. It could go on and on. What is keeping people, Rikka, from the life they were born to live? What is it? How can we remove it today and really awaken people to what they deserve?
That's a really good question. And we've been trained by this reality. And what I like to call this reality is really, it's bad training. It's the insane asylum that everybody's committed to, and nobody actually even knows it. So, and as we wake up to going, wait a second, this really isn't me. You know, it's like we've been living a life where we've been playing these roles and these costumes that aren't actually us. They aren't the real us. So the first step in beginning to look at this is for each of you. What if you are not actually the problem? What if you are not the thing that is not working in your life? What if the things that aren't working are actually where you've been functioning from the belief systems of this reality, and you've incorporated all this information that wasn't even yours in the first place? So what a celebration to awaken and open up into the you that you really are. Because when you allow yourself to move into having that, what is shifting and changing, those old beliefs that weren't yours in the first place become instantaneous, miraculous, and easier than anything you can even imagine.
You know, that sounds so amazing. And I get the feeling of, or just the sense of just a lot of heavy weight, like vibrationally, that people have been tuned into that they don't need anymore. And it's almost instantaneous when we can turn off that attraction to that, turn off that resonance, and really plug them in. So if we could maybe start from the beginning, I mean, what is going on with someone when they're holding on to some things that they just can't seem to let go? I mean, what is going on vibrationally?
Well, if you look at how many lifetimes we've been on this planet and we've had experiences, right? And during the experiences of life, say if your mom leaves you or if somebody hurts you or, you know, whatever occurs, somebody steals your money or whatever it is, if you've created a judgment about that experience, you've created a charge. And you also have created this position where you're having a problem with something energetically. So those problems and that density basically get stored in your system until you get to a point where you're willing to embody the energy and awareness that would actually unlock it. So it's almost as if we've been collecting density. We've been collecting, I can't handle this. This is too much. I don't know how to deal with this. And you create these judgments and conclusions which in essence, they trap the energy in your energetic field. Now, that energy that's trapped in your energetic field is actually asking to be released. In fact, what if all of consciousness is just beyond your belief systems, attempting to knock down your door and just whispering to you, will you open? Will you just open? If you just open, I will come in and harmonize all of this past information so that you no longer have to suffer. Will you let me in? Will you let me in? So what if all of consciousness and all of this beautiful energy is just beyond the walls of your reality, just waiting for you to let down the walls, let it come in, and let it harmonize all of that past information to allow you to be infinite energy and have infinite choice and have your entire energetic field completely harmonized with all of oneness as this ascended being that you are.
Wow. I mean, the beauty of this is it sounds so powerful, but also it makes complete sense. It sounds very quick. I know you wanted to do some energetic work, and I know a lot of people here just absolutely want that. Do you want us to sort of, you had mentioned something about calibrating or just having people see like where they're at now versus where they're going to be at the end of the call?
Yeah, absolutely. So for both me and Darius, this is all about you. Okay? We're actually here for you. And for both of us, we're always looking at what can we be? What questions can we ask? How can we unlock you? So just starting from that place, we're actually here for you. So would each of you be willing to tap into your energetic vibration? Where are you right now? How do you feel? And at the end of the call, we'll tap back into this after we've together unlocked all of these doorways for you and opened you up into a different vibrational resonance. And what's really amazing about that is when you can allow yourself to celebrate the growth and what has shifted and changed, you also allow yourself to embody more of it so that you can move even more energetic limitation out of your life. So,
wow.
Yeah, it's exciting.
So how do we proceed? Do we ask people? Do people kind of so they need to get a sense of where they're at energetically now?
Yeah, well, let's start bringing up some information that may be limiting for you. Okay, so we talked about these past experiences that you've been in every lifetime, and how if you went to a fixed point of view, a judgment or a conclusion, if you went to any fixed information, you've in essence trapped that energy in your field. And what we're here to do is to untrap that energy, unlock it, and return it to infinitely flowing energy so that you get to embody the infinite being that you are, which is infinite energy, right? And from infinite energy, you have infinite choice and infinite creation of you. You'll become your own painting that you get to, paint in every moment. To where energetically you get to choose your vibration instead of being ran by these past programs. So if we unlock all those past programs, you get to create you into the function from past fixed beliefs. Does that sound like fun?
It sounds just incredible. Yes, absolutely. Yes, yes, yes.
And just imagine if you could create you from an infinite menu, what would you create? Would you allow yourself to awaken your inner millionaire? Would you allow yourself to know what you know and bring it into the world so that people could pay you tons of money for doing what you love? Would you allow your body to vibrate at this infinite, ever-flowing energy, totally nurtured and supported by all of this energetic field of consciousness that you are? Would you allow yourself to have somebody come into your life that loved you and adored you fully, and allow you to also love and adore you fully? So when we unlock you from all those past programs, your choice is one of the most beautiful magic wands you've ever been given. So let's begin clearing some of that past emotional content now that we've kind of looked at, wow, what is possible when we allow ourselves to choose who we are from an infinite vibration and an infinite menu. That just feels so beautiful. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, I imagine just kind of like, just having just this computer with all these options of what I want to create and all these pictures of however I want my life to be, and then just literally choosing and creating it. So I'm ready. I mean, take it away or take us where we need to go next to really get this, because I know this is new and extremely expansive.
Yeah. So for how many of you have you been functioning from that past emotional content. And what does that look like? Well, how many of you feel like you don't deserve to be loved? And if you even look at that one paradigm, how many lifetimes have you actually had that paradigm in place? Is it more than 1,000 or less than 1,000? Wow, it could even be more than 1,000 lifetimes. So this past emotional content is something that we've really been living with for a long time. And it's like, what if all of consciousness has been attempting to give you all of the people in your life and all of the experiences, trying to bring up that unharmonized energy so that it could be released and you could be set free into the infinitely flowing energy that you are as an infinite being. So 1,000 lifetimes, how many of those lifetimes has consciousness brought somebody into your life that told you you don't deserve to try to bring up the energy? And how many times have you made somebody that you love and somebody that loved you leave because you didn't deserve and they were crazy for loving you? So first kind of looking at a window into that past emotional content of, wow, look at all the things that it actually creates. Now, my next question is, are you guys finally ready? Are you finally willing to actually expand out and allow yourself to embody the infinite energy and the infinite choice and see all that past emotional content from the eyes of consciousness to actually unlock it? Now, here's another place that might get stuck for people. If you still want the people to be wrong for telling you that you didn't deserve, then you're still stuck in that story, right? And that's where you'd still hold on to that trapped energy. And part of what you said is, why are people not setting themselves free? Well, they're still stuck in those positions. Because when you were in that position, you were like, no, this sucks. I hate that you told me that. That was unkind. I loved you, and then you told me that I didn't deserve to be loved. And I am not letting that go. So part of it is you really have to be willing to open up and release all of that energy to where you're no longer wrong or right in all of those experiences. You're actually free from those past experiences. Does that make sense?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
I mean, I'm feeling things shift. I don't know what you're doing or something's being done, but I'm feeling just stuff go away. Like there's almost like any low vibration that's been around me, like I can now see it. It's like separate from my essence, and it's starting to like move away, kind of like a ship. I don't know if everybody else feels this. Let me know, share with me, but I'm feeling like kind of a ship just sort of like departing out to sea. It's very, very cool.
Awesome. So let's begin to bring up all that vibration. Now, the other piece I'd love to do, because as me and Darius both love, is we love to create the biggest vibrational shifts that we can. So how many of you guys are willing to go on the adventure of magically and miraculously evaporating old stuff? I think we're getting a big yes from everyone. I can see them out there. Okay. So if you look at the position of I don't deserve, or I'm not good enough, or I'm unlovable, or I'm unworthy, are those really all different vibrations, or really is that all very similar or the same vibration? What do you get?
I'm not sure. Do it again, because I'm just getting a flood of stuff. I'm kind of almost like not able to process it.
So if you look at
that doesn't happen very much.
Well, and the thing is, during these calls, basically, I'm with all of you unlocking stuff. So it's already happening, which is wonderful.
Wow.
So with the undeserving, the not good enough, the unlovable, if you look at all those different things, are they really all different vibrations, or are they really the same vibration?
I think they're the same.
Yes, it's basically like a place where you separated and abandoned your infinite being. Where you sold yourself out for a belief system instead of allowing you to be true in who you are. To know that what the person said of you don't deserve to be loved and you're not good enough and I'm leaving, what they said to you was just them speaking to themselves about how they treat themselves, you were just the other person involved. So, because the thing is, when people do stuff with you, all they're doing is talking to themselves. So people are always calling themselves out on everything that's going on with themselves. So when somebody says, you don't deserve and you're not good enough, they're saying, I feel not good enough and I feel like I don't deserve. Okay, so just so you know that. So let me ask you, would you be willing to bring up all of that past emotional content of undeserving? Okay, bring it up in every lifetime through all of the bodies that you are aware of. There you go. All of the not good enough. Okay, all of the unworthy. Oh boy. And all of the you being wrong or bad, like you did the wrong thing, you said the wrong thing. It was a mistake. You made a mistake. It was bad. There you go. So would you be willing to expand out into this infinite energy that all of consciousness is and flow this infinite energy through all those lifetimes, through all that past emotional content, to unfix all of that information? So just go ahead and expand out as big as this big, beautiful universe, and then flow all that infinite energy through your body now, through your life now, and through all that past emotional content of everywhere you abandoned you for a belief system. And would you be willing to let it go even if you don't want to let it go? Even if you swore you'd never let it go, would you be willing to let it go anyway?
Yes.
There you go. Yeah. So let's open up even to a bigger vibrational yes. There you go. An even bigger vibrational yes. And there you go, even bigger vibrational yes, and even bigger vibrational yes. And now kind of an out-of-control vibrational yes, and allowing all that infinite energy to basically come in and harmonize the entirety of all of it. Okay, is any of that past emotional content, there you go, is any of it required any longer? No, it isn't, is it? So will you now let it go? There you go. Open. There you go. And the trick is, don't look at it on the way out. It's like, oh, it's just flowing away in the river of oneness. I don't even need to know what it is. I'm just going to allow it to leave. I'm going to allow it to leave as I move into this bigger ascended being that I am. I'm going to use that ascended being to melt all that past emotional content. And now that past emotional content is behind me. And as I move into more infinite energy, more of this beautiful ascended being, yep, and even bigger vibrational yes, there we go, and even into more, just turn around and allow all that energy to just harmonize the entirety of your field. And just let it go. There you go. Let it go. There you go. Nice.
Wow. I'm sitting here kind of speechless because I felt something just move and leave. It was like not just even there anymore. It's very different than anything I've ever felt before, and I think this is kind of what 2012 and a lot of us have really been called to even go bigger and beyond what's even capable. And Rikka, this is a very new energy that I'm feeling from what we're doing. I want to see what the group is, what's going on with everyone here. What are you guys feeling? Let us know. Send in your comments, your questions, and I want to tap into that and see what's going on with the collective group, because as we go higher, everyone, as we let this leave, we can raise the planet higher. So please, let it go and let's find out what's going on with you, because I definitely want to know. Now, one thing, Rikka, I want to ask you about, what does it mean? What does it mean to have a life beyond belief?
A life beyond belief. Now, if you look at all of the belief systems, how many of you guys have felt like you didn't deserve and then tried to put in, but I do deserve? And is that actually a way of getting out of the I don't deserve, or is actually that just the other side of the same coin? Now, if you look at it vibrationally, wow, it's just the other side of the same coin. So us, as these infinite energetic beings that we are, have had in the past sold ourselves out to believe in the belief system over the infinite beings that we are, over the ascended masters of energy that we are, over the infinite choice that we could have to paint any life of our choice. So this life beyond belief is moving into an energetic being of you that does not allow limitation to exist. It does not allow judgment of self to exist. It doesn't allow you to, it's like it's such a big energetic space that when you allow yourself to have that much of you, you know something's different because you've had a direct experience with who you really are. Once you have that, what if you could use that infinite energy that you are to create any life, and it was as easy as whispering at this beautiful universe what your request was? Easy.
Wow, I've got
effortless.
people writing in, it's just exploding. One person, I'm feeling incredibly lighter. Another person, I feel goosebumps all over my body. Another person, Joan said, powerful energy is moving here. Another person, Sue, said, is this live today? Yes, it's live today. It is, absolutely, Sue. Marie said, she said she's feeling something come up in her throat, so I want to do another bit of work for that. Sandra says, this is brilliant, fantastic. I released in a very physical way. I'm singing now in harmony. Another person, Wanda, said, I'm experiencing incredible spaciousness. Andrea said, I feel a wide open heart chakra. Stephanie's feeling tingling up her back, and the energy is shifting. I mean, it just keeps going on and on. Another person, I'm very dizzy. I feel lighter. If people are feeling dizzy, does that kind of mean stuff is moving? And then I have another question. Is it being released, or is it just leaving? Is it being clarified? I mean, when we do this energy movement, I mean, what is happening with the energy?
Well, what I would say is the magnetic charges that you've created by taking the fixed positions are starting to wiggle their way into the infinite flowing energy that's totally harmonized with all of consciousness. Now, if you're being the oneness and consciousness of all things and you're allowing yourself to have that great and big of an energetic experience, does it make sense that spaciousness and potentially maybe feeling even dizzy might be some of the things that might be going on, as you move into this ascended being. So we're right on target.
I'm feeling sort of like dizzy and spacious myself. I've obviously done a lot of this work, but this is something very new. Another person said there's a vortex leaving my body. Another person, Elisa, said I'm feeling totally limitless. Donna said I'm feeling full with love, light, sparkles, energy. I'm all tingly. Esther says I feel like I'm coughing up a hairball. What would that be, a hairball?
I love you guys. Okay. So let's talk about this ascension process. So as you move into the ascended being that you are, right, and the ascended being that you are is the embodiment of all energy, the elimination of any resistance in your energetic field, which is any of those fixed positions, the embodiment of that infinite vibration where you can choose to have anything. So it's this embracing of everything that you are. As you move into that big, that great, and that flowing of an energy, does it make sense that anything that might be stuck and anything that might be fixed in its energetic stance, all the limitations, say, all the fixed beliefs, are now actually going to have to come up to be released? So if you sense something going on in your throat, in your body, in your stomach, any emotional content coming up where it's like tears are beginning to come up, would you be willing to embrace them from this new space of consciousness and be there for you? Begin to hold that part in your body with this infinite energy, this infinite presence, to melt that information, to return it to the unfixed, moving energy of this ascended being that you're now choosing to be.
Wow. I mean, it's just flying in. I could keep reading them. There are so many. Another person said, I feel like I've been carrying a weight around my shoulders. It's now gone. Another person said, I'm releasing everything from being abused that I had before. She says, another person says, I'm feeling limitless. Another person says, I feel like I've been filled with sparkling water, sparkling and cleansing and flushing out that old heavy stuff. It just keeps flying in. We've had close to 100 responses. Now, really important, Rikka, when we talk about this oneness, we talk about this oneness energy, let's take some of the challenges people are going through right now and really be clear on how this oneness or this lack of oneness affects certain areas in our life, because many people are struggling right now and they're wondering, can they get out of it? Someone dealing with financial challenges, for example, which is an issue for many people these days. How is that lack of oneness or holding that vibrational energy impacting people in the true wealth that really is theirs to uncover in their life?
Yeah, absolutely. Because for me, each of you are these beautiful diamonds in consciousness. You're this sparkling ember of light. Everywhere you go, everyone you touch changes because of who you are. So for me, the embodiment of you guys having a life that works monetarily is something that is your birthright. And that is something where your presence and your awareness of yourself in regards to money, it really should function from millionaire or billionaire, because that's what you are in consciousness. You're a billionaire. You're 1 out of a billion. Okay?
Wow.
You're 1 out of 7 billion. Okay, that's bringing up some energy. Okay, so would you be willing to open up into that billionaire opulence energy that you are? Okay, and give me a big vibrational opening. There you go, and another vibrational opening. And can we now shift and change and re-resonate your entire field around money to resonate at this billionaire opulence? Okay, so go ahead and expand into that. There you go. Magical, opulence, divine, everything happening as if by magic. Okay, and would you be willing to step into it? So bring that energy into your body, into your life, into you. There you go. And just allow any of the old vibrations to flow away and fall away in this river of opulence that's now coming through your body. So allow that, there you go, allow the river of opulence, there you go, to come on through, and just allow all that old energy to just flow away in that river of oneness. There you go, just open, even bigger. There you go. There you go. Okay, so what we're beginning to move into, too, is this awareness of how special you are. It's like if each of you allowed yourself to know just how special you are. Imagine how much your life would change. Imagine how much money you'd allow yourself to receive if you walked around with the vibration of knowing that you're the diamond. You're 1 in 7 billion. 1 in 7 billion. Okay, so will you allow that 1 in 7 billion special energy to come back into your heart and back into your being?
Wow.
Yeah. So go
I
ahead.
can only answer yes. I keep just wanting to say yes, yes.
Exactly. So just allow your heart and your being to begin opening to that. There you go. Can you feel that? Do you remember that from some planet? Yeah. You remember when you actually knew how amazing you were?
Whoa.
You remember? There you go. Just allow it.
Wow, we just had Tamara wrote it and said, oh my God, when Rikka said that, it's amazing. I'm feeling all tingly. It's like I'm being reborn right now. She wrote that right when you said that. I think it was a response. Wow. I don't mean to interrupt here. Maybe I am, but, you know, I'm also getting from the audience a lot of challenges with fear of moving forward, you know, this like fear of letting go and really shining, really being the superstar, you know, the amazing gift that we are. And I know that's kind of tied to money, but it's also tied to really just standing and being okay with being who we are.
Yeah. And how many people in all of your lifetimes have not been okay with who you are because they weren't okay with themselves. So if somebody wasn't okay with themselves, they naturally were not okay with you because they're actually this divine aspect of oneness. They're this glowing being, and if they don't have it, they can't see it in you. And when you beat it, potentially they go into judgment to create separation and oneness so that they don't actually receive the miraculous being that you are. So what's interesting is what we find in moving into this ascended beings that we are is that you may have to go through all of those vibrational boxes that you put yourself into in order to not be this energy that people judged. Okay? Now let me go through that again because I can feel people's awareness kind of going, whoa, that was really cool, but what did you just say? Okay? So when you're being this divine ascended being, when you're being all of this energy, you naturally unlock the entire planet. Naturally. Just by being yourself. That's what happens. Now, the people that are not willing to be their ascended beings, they create a judgment in order to maintain the illusion of their vibrational box. Okay? So, and all that they're doing is they're maintaining their current experience with themselves. Okay? So yet, does it make sense that if every time you moved into this ascended being that you are, you got judged, that you may be locking yourself out of that ascended being because every time you beat it, you got judged. You don't want to get judged. So why would you be your ascended being? Does that make sense? So you have to be willing to go on this adventure and allow people to do what they do with you. And the trick is you don't have to do anything with it. It's never had anything to do with you. It's never had anything to do with you, ever.
Wow. Can we do another oneness, I don't know, what we call another oneness exercise sort of to let that part, I see a big ship sailing away. I want to let that sail away.
Yep, exactly. So how about, would all of you, and let me just ask you, you know, once again, is this your moment?
Yeah.
You know, and even just saying, is this your moment? It's like there are tears coming to my eyes because I can feel you out there finally opening up into the yes, like the real yes. So it's just it's a magical, it's a magical moment. So is this your moment to allow yourself to fly and blossom energetically into the ascended being that you are and go past any of those old vibrational boxes where you bought into everybody else's limitation and their projection of you and betrayed you? Is it time to undo all of that energy so that you can fly into who you are? So let's just bring up all of that old information, all the past lifetimes where you locked yourself in to a box. You tried to fit in. You tried to not be judged. You tried to be right or wrong because everybody else was doing that. You tried to feel like other people, you know. Okay, and let me just ask you honestly, is it time to set you free? Okay, so let's go ahead and open up into that infinite energy, that ascended beings that we are. Open even further into that big vibrational yes and even further, and let's wash all that energy through that old limitation and just say, thank you so much, but you're no longer required. I now set myself free from all of those old vibrational boxes. And everywhere I tried to fit in and be like other people and tried to fit into the belief systems of reality, I am now willing to be the fullness of who I came here to be. So just keep expanding out into that fullness energy, into that infinite vibration. Keep going, infinite vibration, keep going, and allow all of that old information, there we go, just to leave. There you go. There you go.
Wow, this is so amazing. I mean, it's literally like, you know, I've heard you say to me privately, like when you operate from this huge expansive place, the other stuff, the stuff that used to hold us back, just falls away. And I mean, that's exactly what people are feeling right now. One person said, things are just flowing out of me. Another person, Suzanne, said, I'm in tears. Everything is going away. Another person said, oh, my gosh, I feel all tingly. I'm being reborn right now. Things are shifting. Another person said, Archie said, this is so unbelievably powerful. When we look at kind of what people are facing today in this world, I mean, are some of these challenges really our reality, or are they just a reality that no longer fits us? I guess I should say, are we bigger than that reality that 99% of the people in the world are dealing with? Are we so big that we can literally just unplug from that reality, or are we here to actually experience that reality and go through that challenge and turmoil? I mean, where do you sort of see that?
Well, yes and yes. Because the thing is that during your daily experience, like I myself have had lots of experiences of, some guy is not going to be with me anymore. He's like, I don't want to be with you. It's like I too have been rejected. Now, in those moments of having that experience, if I have a problem with it, like if I say this person's wrong for leaving me, at some point, they're going to get it, and I'm trying to make myself right, and I'm trying to coat and to lock back in all that information that this experience is actually bringing up. Now, what if it was about embracing all of life experiences and not having to create a story around it? So one of the things that if you're going through a life experience, would you be willing to allow yourself to fully receive it and allow consciousness to do its job? Because if somebody says, hey, I don't want to be with you, and you have a problem with it, there's a place like there was in me where I was still rejecting myself. Now, this is an ever-expanding journey in consciousness, just so you know. Okay, there is no there. So if you're having that experience and somebody is rejecting you and you want to make them wrong and make yourself right and try to fix it, try to change it, try to bring them back, that's all past emotional content. So would you be willing to receive those human experiences and allow it to bring up that old information, to see it through the eyes of consciousness, to expand out, to release all of that old content so that you no longer reject you? So there's an embracing of all human experience. Now what changes when you embrace all human experience is the human experience actually changes to where you know what you know. So somebody says to you, I don't want to be with you, and you go, okay, you're right in this moment. You're choosing to not be with this aspect of you, and this really does not have anything to do with me, nor has it ever. But you know it vibrationally. You don't even have to tell yourself. Because where our cognitive mind goes to tell ourselves things is where it's trying to prove something to us that we don't vibrationally know. So your cognitive mind is a really tricky guy. It will always try to tell you all the beliefs and all the systems and try to put all this information on top of it that actually isn't true vibrationally. Now, if you unlocked the rejection from your entire field, rejection would not exist in your world.
Whoa. Say that again. That was huge. Say that again, Rikka.
Yeah, if you unlocked the rejection in your field, rejection would not exist for you. If you unlocked the energy of problem vibrationally in your field, problem would not exist for you. It wouldn't be part of your experience. It could still be seen as a problem from somebody else's perspective, but you are so full and so overflowing, those vibrations don't exist in your experience because you no longer have that lens to experience the world through. It no longer exists for you.
Wow.
I know, right?
Wow. Wow. This is really the key here. We got a bunch of questions coming in. One person's asking about money. Christina has a question about money and sort of like beliefs about money, which are very charged and can really keep us in a place of playing small. What does money and those beliefs about money have to do with really keeping us in a small world?
Well, what's interesting about beliefs around money is that people create beliefs around money, the negative beliefs of money's bad and it's terrible and I hate it and it's ruined my life and all of this stuff, right? And then potentially on top of that, they try to have money. So then they try to create the belief system of, oh, I deserve to have money, I want to have money, I do love money, but they haven't unlocked the old emotional content. So what ends up happening is that you have both belief systems that are actually keeping you from this infinite energy, this infinite choice, and this infinite possibility. So, and that's where we're talking about embodying the life beyond belief. Because when you embody the life and the energy beyond those belief systems, you use that energy to actually bring money into your world. Now, when you're in the belief systems, you don't have access to that energy because you put a wall up to it.
Rikka, I mean, when you're sort of scanning the group and kind of feeling the energy of this group, I mean, what are some of the energies you're picking up around money and really just standing out and living their voice? Is there something that you kind of are feeling from the group, and can we maybe do some of the adventures in oneness to let that go if it's not beneficial?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so let's just honestly, plainly, and clearly ask you. Is it time to no longer have money resonate with a problem? I mean, that is such a big question because people create this disharmony, this fear, this scarcity, this poverty, and then they use money to prove that that's the world that we live in, and that's the extent of what they can experience. So I'm truly asking you as a friend of yours, as someone who's here for you, is it time to end the vibration of problem with money? And are you willing and ready to jump off that cliff? Truly. Okay, so I'm feeling a bunch of yeses. And what's neat is I can feel the vibrational yes, so it's not just lip service. I can feel people going, you know what? Yes, it is time. So the first thing I'd love to just bring up is money. What is money? Well, what if money is actually just paper? Now, do you have a problem going out in nature and receiving the bark on the trees? No. Then why would you have a problem receiving money? It's just paper. Now, this is really the willingness jump off this energetic cliff with money, to be willing to go beyond the belief systems of this reality, to not have to have reality change in order for you to have this. You're literally, for each of you, would you be willing to embody your infinite choice for your vibration with money, your universe with money, where your universe with money resonates at magical miracle, because part of it is energetic and then the other part is practical. But if we don't get you energetically there, you can't even be the energy that allows it to come into your world because you don't resonate with it. Somebody might even come into your world in ways that you can make money really easily, but you're like, I can't be aware of that. That's too big. That's too easy. So the first step is energetic, and then the second step is practical. Okay? So are you willing to take that energetic step, to jump off that energetic cliff and embody having money no matter what your financial situation is? Are you willing to embody that ascended being of infinite wealth that you are? What do you get?
I would say yes. I would say yes.
Okay, so would you be willing to access that part of you, open up into that part of you, embody that part of you, energetically go find it in your universe. There you go. And bring that into your body, into your life, and extend it out from the inside to re-resonate your entire vibration around money. Okay, you guys, is it time? Is it really time? Is it time to just drop all this old information around money? No matter what your financial situation is, if you stay in it, you're just going to stay in it. So would you be willing to vibrationally move out of it so that you can have this infinite, beautiful, beyond belief life with money that is yours, that is your birthright? Okay, so keep opening. Go out and find it, embody it, bring it in. There we go. And move out that old energy. There you go. Bring it in, move it out. There you go. Bring it in. Allow it to leave. There you go. Okay, the other thing is you're going to have to let go of any ideas you have about you, about not being good enough or not enough. Because if you're going to be a millionaire, you got to be willing to embody, I have it. Okay? I have myself, you know.
Right,
It makes
right.
sense. Yeah, in the embodiment of I have me as this infinite gift, that is the vibration of having, which is the vibration of having everything, not only money. It's everything. It's everything that you already are, that your experience is the only thing that's keeping you from it. And the judgments create that experience. So if you would allow yourself to let go of the illusion of judgment and the illusion of experience and just quantum leap into that energy, will you? Quantum leap into that energy and let go of the experience and judgment. There you go.
I say yes, and I mean the things are just lighting up. People are just absolutely, just sharing what's happening, and they're saying, things are flowing out of me. I feel bigger than I've ever been before. Another person said, I'm shaking. Another person said, I feel absolutely, totally limitless. Another person said, I feel love rocketing through me, rocketing through the energy of love and light. Another person said, I am never going away. I am completely always here. So it's almost like people are finding themselves, and they're finding this bigger being, this bigger beingness that they are. And I've heard you mention that. I mean, what is the big being, and does everyone have this big being?
Yes. Yes. And the cool thing is, my friends, is like, okay, let's just look at this real quick because this is really fun. If you have a judgment of I'm not good enough, then you experience you as oneness through not good enough. So whatever's infinite love, infinite money, infinite vibration, infinite loving of self, all those energies that are outside of the box of not good enough, you can't experience. Now with judgment, is judgment actually real or is it just an illusion?
That's an illusion. It's just
Yeah.
the energy system that we've created. Yeah.
Yeah, and you know it somewhere in your world because you've changed a judgment or two and your life has shifted. Your experience has shifted. So somewhere in your world you know this. Would you be willing to access that knowing now, bring that knowing into your body, and how about we change all of the judgments that are creating the experience of you not having this big being? Because if judgment is an illusion, what if experience is also an illusion?
Oh, wow. Wow.
Okay, so would you be willing to open up into that infinite energy that you are, meld all the illusion of judgment and the illusion of experience that you've been using to keep your experience limited? And how about we move into the experience of you as being this big being? So move forward into that energy. Move up into that energy. Just imagine, I love the climbing the ladder thing. So how about let's do that with them? So would you all be willing to take one step into the big being that you are? One big vibrational step. There you go.
Yes.
And as you take that big vibrational step, feel the dense vibration at the bottom of your field and just shake it off. Just shake it out of your system. There you go. Shake it out. There we go. Now let's take another big vibrational step into that infinitely glowing, beautiful you that you are, this having of all energy, this vibration that sets the world free. Just open up, and would you be willing to vibrationally open up into a big yes on your step number 2? There you go, and then just shake off the old vibration, allow it to fall away, allow that illusionary experience to just evaporate. Evaporate, there we go. Now let's take a step number 3 towards that infinite, beautiful, big being that you are. Okay, so can you feel the new resonance that's beginning to come in? Would you be willing to quantum leap into that big being, into that no separation, into that embodiment of infinite energy that you are, and just vibrationally open your system and let go of anything that's coming up. Just allow it to evaporate in this new energetic field that you're being. use this new energetic field, there you go, to incinerate any of the old positions, any of the old beliefs. It's like, okay, we're just going to incinerate it and just allow all that new vibration to flow down and release all that old stuff that's now way down there. It's just way down there. There you go. Let's take another step. Step number 4, into that infinite vibration. And how about we start moving into magic?
Okay.
Allowing your life.
Whoa, let's move into magic. Yes.
Exactly.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so has there been a lifetime or a planet where you literally functioned at magic and miracle? Where, because the thing is, quantum physics even tells us the world doesn't exist till we look at it. We should be able to walk through it. None of this stuff exists. We keep finding space. So it's like, how has there been a planet where you allowed everything to be miraculous and just more amazing than anything you could even imagine, functioning on this magic, to where you asked for a house and the molecules went, oh, I'll come together and become that for you? Okay, so would you allow yourself to connect with that planet in that lifetime, that galaxy, where it was beyond magical? And would you now bring that frequency in to this moment and allow that frequency to resonate through the entirety of your field and expand it out as big as this planet to bring back those home frequencies of what you really know is possible? There you go. Awesome. There you go.
Wow.
There you go. Keep going. Ooh, baby.
Wow. When you said magic, I mean, we had a ton of people. It's like something just kind of turned on in everybody, and it was like they remembered something that wasn't there. And I do think that there's some ancestral DNA. There's something in us that has not been activated. And I think that buzzword just really kicked things into high gear. I mean, when you say magic, I mean, talk a little more about that. I mean, do we all have magic in us that we can turn on, that can create a life, that people would call miraculous or miracles? I mean, and if we do, how do we really turn this on?
Yes. Okay, so this is really fun. I love this. Okay, so the thing about the belief systems, you guys, is it has you limiting your experience. So it's like, can magic and miracles be understood? No.
Well, I don't know.
Well, check it out. If you understand the miracle, are you actually limiting what actually happened? Because you're putting it into, oh, this happened. Now you've taken that magical, miraculous energy of everything that actually occurred and everywhere it changed all of humanity and trying to put it into one particular conclusion. Now, the cool thing is that what if all of oneness actually functions at magical and miracle? And it's just beyond the belief systems of your reality. So the trick about magic and miracles and allowing that energy to run your life is magic and miracles cannot be understood, and they can't even be believed. Because if you're in the sense of, oh, I believe that magic exists, well, what does that mean? You probably have some kind of answer or conclusion attached to it, which would limit the energy of magic and miracle from coming in. So what if that energy of magic and miracle is undefined? It's the energy of the undefined, the ever-changing, the ever-evolving, the ever-moving. So that no two moments are ever the same. Wow. So will you now connect with the miraculous and the magical? Would you be willing to expand out through all of your lifetimes, through all of the bodies, through all the planets, through all the galaxies? And will you connect in with all of those planets or galaxies where everything functioned based on magic and miracle, and this whole belief system and locking yourself out of this infinite energy didn't actually exist? Okay, so somewhere in your world do you know? Yep, have you been? There you go. Have you been it? There you go. So would you allow yourself to bring that energy back into your world and allow it to realign the entirety of your reality to function at magic and miracle, which is what all of consciousness functions at? Okay, so bring that energy in and just move it through your business. There you go. Keep moving it. There you go. There you go. Just flow it through. There you go. And don't pay attention to reality or your cognitive mind as it tries to stop you. Just bring that magical energy in. There you go. Will you move it through your money flows in your bank account and re-resonate money to function at the vibration and resonance of magical and miracle? Just bring it in and allow all that other old vibration to just fall away. There we go. Bring it in, fall away. There we go. Would you bring it through your relationships? There you go. Bring it in and let go of that old vibration, the magics and miracles of total connection, where there wasn't even an idea about being connected or disconnected because you knew we are all one. There you go. Bring it through and allow your relationships to expand and allow all that old energy to just wash away in this new vibration that you are having. Yeah, that coming home to what you really know is possible. That coming home to what you know is possible for your life. Okay, let's connect you to this too. How many of you know something that would actually make you millions of dollars? And what if this question does not exclude anyone? That each of you have this inner knowing, this awakening of energy, this thing that you're so miraculous at. It makes your heart sing. It's so much fun for you. You might not even imagine anyone would pay you. But somehow there's a way that that energy and that knowing that you are and that you have could allow you to receive millions of dollars. Okay? So would you be willing to expand out and just tap into that inner knowing and the future of what a gift, the gift that it would be for the planet? And would you be willing to bring that inner knowing to life, activate it in you, awaken that much receiving, and allow your DNA to also re-resonate at, I know.
Wow.
Okay, and don't get stuck on the how, because how is not your job. And don't get stuck on I don't know, because is it true that you don't know? Now, those would be where the belief systems are trying to grab your ankles right now, and they're like, no, get back to your old vibration, because that's what you used to feel like. So the cool thing about those is if you're willing to look at them through the eyes of consciousness and say, oh, thank you so very much, how, and I don't know. But guess what? You're no longer required. You can just fly away in the river of oneness. Because how is not my job, and it is not true that I don't know. And will you expand that awareness out? There you go. Go ahead. Yeah.
I'll say, what if we do know? We know, and everything is right there, right at our hands. It's incredible. I mean, Tamara wrote in from Oceanside, said, I'm feeling tingly, but I'm finally grounded. I feel connected to the entire universe. Another person, Elisa, said, I can't stop smiling and laughing. Jimmy said, whoa, it is magic. I know it's magic, and magic will make it so. And Linda said, yes, let's go into that magical space. And Marie said, now I finally feel good. And another person said, Rikka, thank you for shattering these blocks. It just keeps going on and on. Another person said, Janice said, I'm having this head crown expansing experience. It's orgasmic. It is incredible because it is like an energy expansion, which is what kind of an orgasm is. It's like this energy release, and this huge expansion really, into oneness. I mean, we talked about, there's a lot of people that's what an orgasm is. It's an expansion into the oneness state for that brief moment. So it's energetically, it's a similar thing. One of the things that I want to talk about is how you have brought people into this and created some tools for people to really take this into their life to go deeper. And there's a lot here that I've never seen you do before. And one of them is like the fear of being really heard and showing up in the world. I know that's a part. I wanted to just touch on that because I know we're going to be talking a little bit about that later.
Yeah. Okay, my sweet, beautiful, infinite friends, would you allow me to talk to the beings that you actually are? the big beings. Yeah, like the ones where we were playing on other planets, and we've kind of come together and done this stuff and done cleanup on lots of planets. Can we talk to those beings? Okay, good. Okay, awesome. So there you go. So what if each of you are one of the instruments in the symphony of oneness, and each of you are required? Okay, and this is already making me cry. So it's like, what if there are things that each of you know and that only need to be remembered in you to set this whole planet free? And what if that inner being and that knowing and that awakening that in you would not only shift your entire life and allow you to know that you are beyond special? You are so far beyond special, there aren't words. You're everything that people aren't willing to have and choose. And you are. You're one of 7 billion. And coming from where you came from, with all of the training that you received on this planet, you're a specific vibrational bridge. There is nobody like you. There's not even one person that's like you. So as you are willing to embrace you through the being of consciousness that you are, from this infinite loving space of you, from this knowing and being who you came here to be, you shift the information you took on during all your lifetimes into infinite, which creates you as this doorway and this bridge for all of humanity to come home to themselves. So will you now choose to move into that being that you are fully, to know what you know, and allow yourself to expose this beautiful, special being that you are to the world? Because there's a lot of people that aren't brave enough, and somehow I know you are. I know that you are brave enough. Would you allow yourself to know it too? And that all you have to be is you. Wherever you are, all that you have to be is you. And if you allow that being that you are to be seen and to be experienced, it naturally will bring everyone home to themselves. And in essence, yes, it does reflect on your life. People pay you money. They want to be around you. Doors open for you that don't open for other people. All of that stuff comes because you are being you. And you're being the gift to all of humanity that you actually came here to be. Now, it's not because of humanity. It's you having you and finally coming fully home to you that allows everyone to just naturally come home to themselves. So would you allow yourself to open up to the celebration of having that as you? Living that life that is beyond belief. Opening up into showing this beautiful energy that you are, sharing it with the entire world, and having it so fully in you, it just happens to bring everybody else home to themselves. Anyone who's lucky enough to be in your presence or lay their eyes on you has received a gift of immeasurable proportion. So will you allow yourself to finally open your chest, open your heart, and open you into the embodiment of having that? You are this. You have always been this. You are this gift. And would you be willing to boldly go where other beings might not be willing to go?
Wow. I know that we talked and you put together an opportunity, a toolkit for people because of the ascension that we are doing here and because of the time that we're in and because so many people are hungry for something incredibly expansive into oneness. Tell us a little bit about the toolkit and what you came together with for all of us here, because it really is astounding.
I'm so excited. So this Ascension toolkit and this particular series is really at such a critical time for all of us. You know, it's like there's stuff coming up in people's systems. There's past emotional content. There's more possibility and energy, and also more heartache and past emotional content and density coming up all at the same time. So in the creation of this, it's like I came from the awareness of what do each of you require to take that quantum leap into the being beyond belief that you are, that infinite life that you could have, so that we could also move you through all of the density as quickly as possible, because I'd like for you guys to enjoy your life and not have to just go through density after density after density, and really give you a map. Give you an energetic toolkit and a map to go, okay, cool, here's your next step, and here's your next step, and here's your next step, and here's how to deal with your cognitive mind in every area. Here's how to deal with reality in every area. Here's how to embody this being beyond belief that you are and use that energy to create a beyond belief life. So in the creation of this, opening up to what the universe has in store for you, oh my goodness. So, you know, the first piece of it is just ascending into your life beyond belief, and it's you taking your first step, and it's moving, giving you all the vibrational awareness and cognitive awareness and all of the platform of how we launch into this being that you are. So the places where you get stuck, unlocking all that information so that we can move through all these areas of your life and continue just ascending into having this, and having this energy actually run your life. So we've also created these vibrational elevations while you sleep. And for me, that's basically putting my big infinite arms around you and just loving out of existence whatever would keep you from having this. So these vibrational toolkits and the vibrational elevation while you sleep are something that you can put on a loop, and you'll wake up like, wow, feels like a nurturing, supportive lover held me all night and stuff disappeared.
Wow.
I don't know what's going on, but it's gone. So the next part of clearing your financial energetic field. Now, for me, it's so exciting because it's so easy. Once you really get the full awareness of how to have this and the energies to move into and the tools required to have it, it's actually a no-brainer. So bringing you into clearing your entire energetic field. Now, this is a two-part series. This is like 2 75-minute audios on clearing your energetic field with money, because for me, that's something that really, lights my heart on fire. It's like, it inspires me, because to think that the most beautiful beings on the planet have money problems is just not okay with me. It's like, I'm sorry, it's time for those to leave so that we can all change the entire world with the financial opulence that we're having, so that we can create products, get our message out, be heard and be seen, allow ourselves to have that phenomenal of receiving. And for me, it's just time.
Yes. Well, I want to do this, Rikka. People are asking, kind of as we go through and talk about some of these tools, really, where it is. It's at uwealthrevolution.com/toolkit, TOOLKIT. And this is really the toolkit to the Ascension 2012 movement and transition. And really, this is, I think, one of the most powerful things that Rikka's ever done. I want to talk about kind of the vibrational elevation of clearing your financial energetic field. And these really are these resonance tools that help people to really clear this energy, kind of like we did on the call, right?
Yeah. So it's walking you through moving into all of that energy of having. You is this infinite, beautiful energy. You is this infinite receiving, and shifting and changing any of that vibrational density so that you wake up in the morning like, wow, I just feel great. Like, I don't know what happened, but it feels like somebody energetically worked on me all night. And the other thing about this vibrational elevation is also opening the doorways to the universe of energy that you are, so that throughout the night you've given the universe full access to your system to bring all of that energy in to harmonize anything that might be stuck or fixed or limiting you in any way. So it's really this beautiful holding and gifting and bringing in this infinite energy so that you just get to wake up feeling different. It's like, wow, I just feel clear, great, expansive, and I know that I can have anything. I know that I can have money. There's no longer anything in my system that says that I can't.
Wow. Wow. I mean, and that's one of the items. There's a ton here. It's at uwealthrevolution.com/toolkit. And there's also, you talk about ascending into abundance and wealth beyond belief. I mean, what is this idea of ascending into abundance? And it's kind of a different way of putting it. Why do we really ascend into abundance versus, shift into it or attract it? It's sort of like, we've been taught all these different things, but ascension, as I understand it, is quite different.
Yeah. Well, and it's really reconnecting with the you of infinite wealth, because how many of you have in some lifetime actually allowed yourself to have this energy? So it's really bringing that into being and giving you all of the vibrational tools and, questions to where if something comes up, you actually know how to clear it and, giving you all these different aspects of how to create a financial reality that now resonates with you as the ascended being that you are. So instead of trying to, it's like the first two tracks are about clearing away all those old belief systems, clearing away all that heavy energy. This is about moving into the embodiment of that infinite abundance, of that ascending into having this as you. So moving you into having that, and actually also the how-to, because part of reality requires a how-to. It's like, okay, Rikka, well, what do I do? And you're like, okay, so here's your toolkit. Here's what you do in reality to have it, and then here's what you be so that reality comes to meet you with the new being that you're being. And it's like, what if for each of you, you could be this energy of having so fully that reality changed itself and bended and changed and twisted, and you defied all of reality to reality and then met you with the new being that you're being. So it's really moving you into the vibrational choice, and then we change the reality behind you, because now you're being it so fully, it's really easy to shift reality. I mean, reality's easy. Reality's no problem. That's nothing.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, this is like really pretty cool, because not only just shifting the energy, but then showing us exactly how to be in the reality so that we have that reality show up as quickly as possible. I mean, just rapidly. I want to ask another question, because you talk here, item 7 you have is bringing your ascended body into being. And we haven't even really talked about this, but this is a part of it, like all of our body systems and all the things that we begin to sort of interpret about ourselves that really aren't true. How does the body system and this particular piece, item 7, and guys, I got to let you know, there's literally like tons of things here, like up to 8 different items, but item 7, I mean, what is that ascended body like?
Oh my goodness, this is so fun. So what we do is we connect you with that ascended being that you are, that infinite energy, that infinite frequency, because if you allowed yourself to have you as infinite frequency, it's like everything that is in disharmony in your field would rearrange itself to embody this energy, including your body. Now, your body's job has been to show you what you're creating in consciousness about yourself.
Okay.
So if you have a point of view like, I suck or I'm not good enough or whatever, it literally locks into your energetic body too. So this is connecting with that energy and then moving that energy through every pore of your body, through all of your different chakras, and actually clearing out all of that information to where you now resonate at the ascended body that you could have. Now, and this is one you could listen to over and over and over again. You could use it as a meditation. It's a really dynamic, full-blown vibrational track. And for everybody who experienced this, they were like sitting there in tears with their eyes and mouths dropped wide open, just going, what did you just do? I don't
Wow.
feel dense or heavy at all. I feel light, expansive, and my entire body feels completely different. So it's really exciting because when we get to shift your body also, it's like you get to take your body with you. And if your body is resonating at the density, but you're trying to get to infinite, it's like does it make sense? You have to actually,
Yes.
Vibrationally elevate your body too so that it could go where you're going.
Wow. I mean, if people are writing in, I mean, just from what we've been doing here, I can't even begin to imagine what, the toolkit has, because it actually goes deeper, and obviously there's more time and things. Joanne said, this is an amazing shift. I'm absolutely loving this. Another person, Sonja said, wow, I'm crying, laughing. My heart is wide open. Another person said, yes, Rikka, this is what it's about. I love you. Thank you. Another person said, this is amazing. Joy, joy, joy. Ha, ha, ha. It is powerful, and one of the things I think that you've done that's really cool here too is some of the vibrational work while we sleep. So literally, like, we can ascend into vibrational elevation for the body into being and into wealth beyond belief while we're actually sleeping. How does that work, Rikka?
Well, the thing is, you're an energetic being, right? And you have an energetic body.
Right.
So, and actually, I mean, science even tells us that the way in which you sleep actually affects your energetic body for the next day. So if you go to bed with stress and anger and upset, then you wake up sort of tired and exhausted, and your body's had to work on that energy all night. So, part of this vibrational elevation is really setting you into a universe of energy to where you wake up just feeling totally refreshed and different, and you go to sleep like you're being held by this infinite, beautiful lover, this universe of energy that just holds you all night and just melts all the old information and just wakes you up like, well, yeah, this is what you've always been. It's so beautiful.
And you have these vibrational elevations, there's bunches of, there's like 4 of them. There's one about belief systems, so you can ascend into your new belief system. There's one about receiving, so you can receive abundance. There's one that covers being seen and heard in the world, so you can really be the amazing gift that you are. And, I was thinking about that is like if we sort of like regenerate ourselves, while we sleep. So if we're holding this vibration, this negative low vibration, as we regenerate for the next day and rebuild ourselves, we're literally locking in and rebuilding ourselves based on this low vibrational energy. It's like no wonder we many times still repeat the same vibrational low levels again and again, and this is really cleansing and getting us to that place where we don't have to do that. There's so many of those here. It's amazing. A lot of different areas with that. Let me tell you again where it is, uwealthrevolution.com/toolkit, TOOLKIT. For someone that starts this, where would they begin? I mean, what would be, with these different tools in here, what's the first tool that let's say we could go back in time to Rikka, 10 years ago, or in the place where you were dealing with the most struggle. What tool would you personally pull out first and start using?
Really good question. Wow, everybody's at a different space right now, so I'm looking at what tool is going to access all of you guys in the same way.
Yeah. And it might be, a question that they have to decide. I mean, I don't know, but just wondering, like, what would people do? Would it be the ascension into their life beyond belief and really start with those general systems and begin ascending into that higher energy that they are?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. And, part of it is really, one, being willing to let go. And that's something that a lot of us have had a really hard time doing, because it felt like whenever we let go, bad stuff happened, So, oh wow, that really brings up a definite energy. Would you guys be willing to receive a little clearing on this right now? I think they say yes.
I want to hear from everybody. They say, oh, yes.
Okay. So let's just bring up in your world, everywhere, every time you let go, you just got disappointed, or somebody left you, or you got hurt again. You finally allowed yourself to break into infinite love, and then somebody left you. Because the thing is that people are controlled by reality. So it's almost as if every time you've gone into this infinite energy, somebody's acted out their own reality on you. Does that make sense? So it would make sense that there's a lot of charge around this, because every time you go to step up and be you, oh, great, got judged again. Oh, great, somebody left me. Oh, now I'm disappointed again. Now this person's not even in my life because I loved them too much. You know, I gave them more of themselves and they were willing to give themselves, and now they have to leave me because, do you see what I mean? So would you be willing to bring up all of that past emotional content in your entire energetic field through all your lifetimes? Okay, and would you be willing to receive from this beautiful infinite universe? I'm sorry. I'm sorry that people have not received you. I'm sorry that people have acted their own realities out at you. And you haven't you haven't had anyone to actually play with in this arena of infinite. But is it time, my friends, to actually begin to play together in this infinite realm? Is it time to move into this infinite realm, regardless of whatever occurred in the past, so that we can truly move the entire planet into having and being all of themselves?
Yes.
So for each of you, will you vibrationally open up into this infinite energy that you are, the infinite frequency that would harmonize your entire field, and will you now allow that entire frequency to wash through all your lifetimes, to unravel all the hurt, all the pain, all the not being seen, all the not being received, all the separation, all the judgment, all the sadness, all the longing for friends to play with from an infinite space.
Yes.
Just let it go. Okay, let's open up even more. There's a lot of content here, so just open up into this infinite universe. Bring that infinite universe in and allow all of that past emotional content, all that energy to clear and return to infinite.
Wow.
There you go. Keep moving it. Open. And would you be willing to extend this infinite energy out through the entirety of your field? Go to the edges of it and then keep going. And just keep going behind you, in front of you, down, up, going, keep going, keep going, keep going. There you go. To where those outer edges no longer exist. There you go. So being willing to let go and being willing to embody this undefined energy to where from that space you can create anything. You can have anything, you can choose anything. You get to actually paint your portrait. Now, what's amazing about all of these Ascension tools is that they apply to everything. So the money tools will also apply to relationships in your body. Consciousness is actually a language of energy. Now, we apply it to all these different systems, so you can go, oh, here's how you apply it here, here's how you apply it here. Now, what most people do is they create this world where they have their oneness being over here, but in reality, they have to do, they have to contract, they have to be normal, they have to, right? The trick is, if you allow that ascended being to reharmonize and realign your entire reality, you elevate your entire reality to resonate with you. Now you're at the crux. You're at that millionaire, billionaire status with money. You're at infinite love and relationship. You're at the frequency of all of these big, expansive ways of being. Now, you got to be willing to have this, even if other people aren't willing to have it. So are you all now willing to have a life that is beyond belief? Where you look at reality and reality hurries up to change itself to match the new you, because that's how much presence and power that you were embodying. There you go. Nice. So are you willing to embody that presence and power and look at your reality and be like, all right, you better hurry up and shift because I am a billionaire. So get over yourself.
Wow. Yes.
I am infinitely loved. So if somebody's showing up to infinitely love me, okay, hurry up. Go reality. Come on, you better rearrange yourself because I have a whole new world here that I'm bringing into being.
Wow.
There
We've got just a ton of people literally just writing in. Caitlin said, this is such a powerful piece. I have energy moving and tingles all over. Thank you, Darius and Rikka. Another person said, wow, the I'm sorry part hit me so hard. I feel such a release. Esther said, Rikka is just amazing. Jonathan said, where is the toolkit again? I'll tell you, sorry for going off of this. It's at uwealthrevolution.com/toolkit, TOOL. KIT. And Rikka, really quick, I know we've done so much here, but is this 90% off? Did I get that right?
Yes.
A lot. Okay.
Yeah, and I am so excited because it is just such an unbelievable no-brainer. It's like, oh my God, it's so good. So the other thing that we've included is a 90-minute group coaching call. So whatever feels like it didn't quite get addressed in the package, we get to meet for 90 minutes, and you're live on the call. Everybody is actually able to ask their questions, to bring up the information, to clear whatever else, whatever missing pieces that you might need personally. We love to create a package that really includes everything so that you guys are fully supported. Because by us supporting you, you support the entire world. And we're all here to bring this entire world into being. So it's a gift to be here for you.
Wow. So they also get this 90-minute group coaching call that's included here. It's a bonus. And then you also have, let me go through really quick. There's a lot here, and I know we jumped around, but this is the whole Ascension 2012 toolkit. There's 14 different energetic recalibrations into Ascension. There's Ascending into Your Life Beyond Belief, which is a $129 value. There's Ascending into Your Life Beyond Belief, which is a vibrational elevation while you sleep. That's in there. There's also Clearing Your Financial Energetic Field so that people do not have to have that financial challenge. That is included as item 3. That's a $129 value. There's Clearing Your Financial Elevation Energetic Field while you sleep, so you don't have to really just let it work so you can rejuvenate and rebuild into that new place of ascension. There's Ascending into Abundance and Wealth Beyond Belief, which is a whole toolkit piece, and it is a $129 value. All of this is included. Item 6 is the vibrational elevation while you sleep, so it takes that idea, that energetic work, and actually lets you plug it in while you're sleeping. There's an Ascending Your Body into Being, which is all about changing that whole body image and a whole body energy, and then there's a piece that lets you do that while you sleep. There's one for relationships that lets you ascend into relationships beyond your current reality and bring you the love that you wanted at your childhood and let you really turn into that relationship. And I want to ask you about relationships really quick, Rikka. I don't know if we have enough time, but there's a piece that you can use while you sleep. There's the vibrational tool while you sleep, and then the whole bit on receiving and ascending into receiving beyond belief, and much, much more, and then being seen and heard. Both have vibrational elements while you sleep, plus the coaching call, plus the gift certificate. This is 90% off, and so it's literally $97 is all that you would need to have this. And you know, Rikka and I are so committed to your transformation that we say, you know, try it, transform, or it's free. If you don't transform, if you don't feel a huge miraculous shift in your life, you let us know, and we will give you back what you put into the program. And you know, you're going to end up probably being able to keep the tools because we can't take them back. So I mean, in truth, try it, transform, or you keep it. And we want you to be the person that you always have been, and release those things holding you back. Rikka, I don't know, is there anything else you wanted to add on that? And then I've got a big question on relationships and receiving, if we could talk about that, but anything you wanted to add?
I mean, it's so amazing because it's like this unbelievable gift. And just being able to also offer that money-back guarantee, because for us, we want to gift you at work. So if it's for some reason not exactly resonant, then cool. So it really kind of allows all of us to play and no one to be excluded, and that you can have this for 90% off. It's just so much fun. And the 20%, gift certificate is an up to like $300 value. And we do have a live stream coming up, our global launch in Sedona, Arizona. So you could potentially jump on the live stream and also get $300 off. So it's like, oh my gosh, it's so exciting.
Wow.
And that's coming up in a week and a half. So
wow.
the possibilities are endless.
So it's at uofrevolution.com/toolkit. Quick question on relationships. I mean, many people are looking for that great loving relationship. They want to have that companionship or just that relationship with themselves in their life. And, tell me a little bit about how we keep ourselves locked into that discord or that lack of connection in our relationships.
This is going to be really cool. Well, one of the things is that, does it make sense that you would have to give you the universe if someone else to show up and gift you the universe too? Because how many of you have felt not good enough and had somebody show up in your world who loved you and that made you feel uncomfortable? I mean, I myself have done it, right? So vibrationally elevating and shifting you into having that for you so that you can resonate with someone who also has that for themselves.
Right.
Does that make sense? So it's like that's a huge, huge part of it. Now the other part is, have you said yes? I mean, really said yes to having someone show up who really loves you and adores you. Now, what's amazing is that whenever something like this has occurred in my life, there's been a moment where I actually said yes, and through every pore of my body and being, it actually was a yes. And when I've had that and embodied that, instantaneously, beautiful, infinite, amazing people have shown up. So it's like the willingness to actually first re-resonate your entire field to embody that infinite love so that when someone shows up and infinitely loves you, you don't want to make them go away, right? So being that vibration so you're comfortable with it and that is you. And then really being with yourself and giving yourself that, you know what, I'm saying yes. Now for me, I'd always given myself away in relationships. So the moment I went, you know what, I'm just not going to give myself up. And when you know it, and once you know it, then I was able to go, okay, someone can come in now.
Wow.
And then once that yes is really put out in the universe, you will be so surprised at how instantaneously and miraculously those people have been waiting for you to say yes.
Wow.
So what if that infinite love that you know is possible for you in your life is not far away? It's just a little vibrational raising, a little letting go of stuff, and the willingness to truly embody, yes, I am fully willing to receive this.
Amazing. Well, Rikka, I just don't know how to thank you for this. This is incredible. Really quick, who is this for? I mean, who, is you peer out over the group here. I mean, who is this for? I mean, who would this really call to and sing to?
Well, my question is, would you like to expand your life and your being? It's like, have you always known that somewhere inside of you there was a greater experience possible for you and your life, that you knew that you were meant for bigger and greater things, and it's like just beyond your reach, but somehow there's some things that you've been believing in that aren't you, and you don't even know what they are, but you know that it's there, but you keep doing this. If you're at that point at all, I would highly recommend it, because this is action-packed with vibrational elevation, all the tools you need to handle your cognitive mind, to handle reality, to handle every situation, to be able to truly embody this finally, to not just have it be something you talk about or you go in and out of, but something that you actually are.
Wow.
Something that you actually are and cannot be taken away from you.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yes, I love it, and I am so excited. I'm excited for this ascension, this new energy, the energy that we've all been looking for, that we all have inside of us, and that activation. And now is the time to turn it on. So, Rikka, thank you so much for being here. I know that this is the first, but definitely not the last of the Ascension 2012 time that we're going to share together. And I know that each time it's like more and more powerful. I want to hear from people and kind of what they experienced, sending Rikka some wonderful well wishes And people said, oh my gosh, what a powerful piece, one of the most powerful. I have energy moving everywhere. Another person said, this is the most powerful Rikka call ever. Another person said, I'm absolutely loving this. This is such a huge shift. Thank you so much. This was amazing. I've lost the old money challenges. This is just the best. Rikka, you rock. Very, 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 very powerful stuff. Everybody is feeling it. Rikka, thank you so much for being here and for really embodying this Ascension energy work and this movement.
Aw, thank you, and thank you for everything that you're being. I love you, and I love all of you out there so much. And for me, it's like, you know, my deepest heart's desire is that you have you. Because when you do, you know how beautiful you are, and you get to bathe in it. You get to walk around like, wow, I think I'm in tears today. I can't believe who I really am.
Yes,
and
yes.
Yeah.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Oh, each of you having that is just, you know, it's like, if I could just make you have it, if I could just make you buy the package, I would. Unfortunately, I have to let you choose it. But I'm like, oh my God, it's, you know, when you actually allow yourself to really have you, just imagine what your life would be like. You know, and for all of you out there, you know what you know. So tap into the energy of the package. Hey, what would my life be like if I got to experience and have all this clearing, you know? How would it change? Does it feel different? Does it give me tinglies? Does it make me feel expansive? Bring me more joy? Well, then that's what's going to occur when you actually have it. So follow that awareness and that knowing because you really do know.
Wow. This is so much vibration. This is very, very high. And people are even saying it here. I mean, they said Rikka's energy, Kay from the UK, said Rikka's energy is so much more than before. I can feel her shifting my vibration along with her own. Thank you with all my heart. Amazing, Rikka. This was incredible. Carrie said, I've listened to Rikka for years. This call was amazing. XO. Catherine said, this was an incredible experience. A lot of people are feeling the higher vibration, the bigger space. And guys, this is for you, and if you feel this, it's home. This is what you are. You are this energy. Yes, Rikka, go ahead.
You know, the other thing is this package is beyond what I've ever done. So just for you guys out there that have received something like this from me before, this is not something like I've done before. This is like exponential.
Beyond.
So, you know, just be aware of that for you. If you've went and bought the other packages, this is a very different package that vibrationally is so expansive and so exponential. That's been my experience of it. And I mean, listening to it, I couldn't believe the stuff I was delivering. I was like, who am I? This is so fun. Like being this, just allowing oneness to basically come through, because that's all that's coming through me. So everything that I am, you guys, you are. And being able to gift it to you is just such a huge gift. So I just, you know, I'm so excited to share this with you. It's such a gift for me for you to have it. It's like, oh gosh, I got a big present for you.
Well, we love the journey. We love the journey with you, and it is hugely expansive. And thank you for the gift here today, Rikka, and thank you for just expanding all of us. And everybody, you guys are a gift. You're amazing, and we are going to continue to expand you. Everybody's been saying, I'm going to listen to the replay. This is incredible, very powerful. I mean, it is amazing. Janice, who said earlier, this is orgasmic, and I've got to agree, it is that expansive. Rikka, thank you so much. I just love it, and I love where we're going, and I love where we're kicking off from.
Me too, my friend. Welcome to your life beyond belief, everybody. The ascended being that you are, that you allowed yourself to be it. Your whole life would be miraculous and magical beyond your wildest imagination. And what an incredible time to play together in this infinite universe of energy and really be who we all came here to be. So thank you so much for coming on this journey with us. It's such a blessing for us and such a gift. So thank you, and thank you, and thank you, and thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Rikka.